Hey guys, and welcome to Farm Simulator 2015 on Thornton Farm. So, what is the plan today? Well, we are going to be up in this neck of the woods. Literally, in the woods. We are going to be doing some forestry today in today's video. I've noticed a trend going right now in the farm sim stuff, and it seems like people are wanting to see a lot of forestry. So, we're going to go ahead and do some today. There is a new machine we have long-term rented, let's say it like that, for the time of this map, or until Farm Sim 17 comes out. So we're going to take our cultivator back up to the farm. We're going to jump in, well, I'm going to stay in this thing to be honest, and head down to the shop to pick it up. It's something that I saw on one of these mod sites that looked kind of interesting, and I thought to myself, I wonder if it's just going to be full of errors. And I was wrong. It's definitely not full of errors by any means. I think this was off of Alice Mods 2015, I think, if memory serves me correctly. But I did a little bit of testing last night with it, and I like it. I like it quite a lot. And you see what it is. I want to kind of get into doing maybe a lot more, not necessarily a lot more of it, but more volume of forestry. So loading up quite a trailer full. So we may end up renting or buying trailer. We're hurting for money a little. We're not exactly rich by any means on this game save anymore. This one used to be where most of our money is, and I think Sherwood's looking pretty bleak as well. So got done doing the weekend live streams. Definitely most of them were shorter than normal. Sundays was a hell of a lot better than the rest of the week, surprisingly. I thought Sundays would be a lot more quieter, but no, it was going good. I honestly, there's a part of me that thinks everyone is just getting straight up tired of Farm Sim at this point. I really do think so. So let me know in the comments if you guys are feeling the same way too. And of course, it's like 4 weeks away until 17 drops. And I guarantee you everyone is hyped for that. Keep on seeing that question a lot in the live streams, and admittedly, I am definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be refreshing playing that. Seems like it's years and years since we've had a new game, and realistically it's, well, 2 years since we've had one. So look forward to seeing what's new. Hopefully some large improvements. I've seen the customization fact sheet. I do plan on doing a video on that, hopefully. There is no promises though. Likewise, after I've recorded this video, as I've got everything hooked up into the system, I want to try and record a Falls video, just a quick race, see how it turns out in the editing. Whether you guys see it or not is another thing, but it's mainly for me to test, because you have to use Windows own recording for the game, which is kind of irritating. So, we are about to see what our new machine is. There it is. It is a Liebherr compact, basically crane grab. It does look funky because of the crane that it's got on it. It has the crane basically from the forwarder, and the same crane that was on our little red trailer. That's there, basically. There it is right there. I just reskinned it. But I wanted that. Basically, I'm hoping that it's going to be a lot more better for loading stuff easier, is what I'm hoping. If not, then I guess we'll be returning it. But we've got, like I say, we're renting it, technically. But here it is. It's a nice model. I'm not sure who made this 3D model to begin with, but whoever it was, kudos. I think it was mainly made for the construction side of Farm Sim. Why there's a construction side of Farm Sim, I don't know. We have Construction Simulator for that type of stuff. But textures, for the most part, are good, and it sounds good, and it handles not bad. So here it is. We'll jump up inside. Here's the cab. Get rid of the gearbox mod. So look, it looks clean. I don't know if FDR watches any of my stuff, but this is something that he may be able to put in there and implement somehow to make it look more forestry, more realistic. Because right now with this boom setup, it doesn't. As I do all track vehicles, we'll put the diff lock on in 4-wheel drive, just so it handles a bit better. But you got your normal slew, pretty slow, pretty controllable. My one concern is it is very tippy, so I'll be interested to see how many logs it can handle. And then you got your typical crane stuff. So basically, I'm hoping that it can basically withstand and hold. Hey, how am I going to do this? More weight, basically. But here we go. If we hit 8, I believe it is. Oh no, is it T? What button is that? I forget. B. It'll raise up the RPM for working speed, and it lower it down. I believe a modern vehicle like this, I'll just say that, I presume would be automatic eco control kind of thing. And then 4 or keypad 4 will do the blade, so it's got quite an angle on that, and 7 will raise it, so we'll raise it all the way up. Hopefully it won't cause us too many issues coming up here. Yeah, I did wonder if we would have issues loading it. We will get this loaded, we may just have to pause and talk kindly to it. Or just reset it and drive it from there, but worst case scenario. Why doesn't it want to... So that's the thing, some vehicles, tracked vehicles, do not want to load onto stuff like this. I just don't get why. So I guess we'll pause and try and get it up there. Alrighty, it's not pretty, but it's up there. So we're not really going to touch it too much. We'll just raise this down. We don't really have any height requirements per se. I don't even want it touching the deck. We'll just pull. I'm going to lift that up a bit. About there. Now when we unload this, it's not going to be pretty. I guarantee you that. Actually, it didn't take us too long to get it up there. It's a little too wide. Could do with a little wider trailer. But it'll work. I hope. Okay. That's up. Unlock, lock. Hopefully it's locked. We are just going to take it very nice and steady. Beacons on for sure. So yeah, we're going to be using this awesome beast. I may start getting into a little bit more of the forestry stuff. If people seem to want to watch it, then let's go ahead and do some. I'm not going to say I'm going to bring back Forestry Friday, but you never know. Now I've got a computer that may be able to cope better with that type of stuff. We may bring it back for a short period of time. Some of you may or may not know, I used to do a very short series, it didn't go on for too long, called Forestry Friday. And it was a bit of fun. Back then the login aspect of the game was still very broken. It didn't seem to work too well, but now it's honestly, forestry's fun. Seems like it works quite nicely. We've got some amazing mods for forestry, predominantly from one individual, and that is FDR, First Day Reviews. He's done a lot for the farm sim forestry community, and as far as I'm aware, he's the only one really that's done any North American type of stuff, which is surprising. I thought people would jump all over it. Kind of got quite a bit of speed coming down here. Being careful still, though. It's this road that we're coming up after the hill here that I'm more worried about. That's a little bouncy. Presumably it's locked on the trailer. I don't want to find out, to be honest. But I presume it is. And of course the boom would have probably ripped some branches off or damaged a lot of stuff by now. It's probably a little too much vehicle on the back end of this trailer for this tractor too. Do hope to see this tractor ported across. It's definitely one of my favourites, and that's mainly because of the design. And I've always liked these premium tractors. Just letting the weight of the vehicle bring us down here. And now we're good to go. So we're going to chop some trees down, skitter them up, and get them going. Like I say, we may end up getting a different log trailer. Kind of done a complete 180, or like I said I was going to. I was going to try and keep it kind of small scale, but people want to see it, so we'll do a little different. There we go. Raise that down, hopefully unlock it. Now I did turn around, as you can see the... Oh no, I just backed it backwards. Huh. I thought I turned it completely around. Maybe not. Right, drive forward. Cool, we did have it locked. Nice. Yeah, it's just that spot there, it doesn't like, it freaks out. But here is its new home basically. We are going to skid the trees to here, and it will load to a trailer behind it over here basically. But how this thing functions is nice. It drives very well. It's the weight of it I think is going to be an issue. It's very rocky, as you guys have seen. I believe when you turn, one track stops and goes the opposite direction. No, it just slows down dramatically. That's cool. But here it is. Put it about there. Put the blade down. Lift the vehicle up a little bit, and then it should be ready to rock and roll. Alright, we'll shut it down for the time being. Trailer can stay up here. We've got the old... the old tractor. The Asus on the crane trailer. That I will jump into that from time to time as well, don't worry. I'm not going to go away from using that. I think what I wouldn't mind doing is... Let's see if we've got any log trailers. I want to keep it semi-small, so I don't particularly want to be using anything crazy like a semi-trailer, truck trailer kind of thing. Ideally, I want to... forestry equipment, it may be under a different tab. This stuff here, this guy, is what I was thinking about. Because I can still use a tractor with it, just hasn't got a crane, it's not stupidly big. This truck, God, I don't know who made it, but I've had this for a very, very, very long time. I used to use this truck all the time. It's an awesome truck, actually. So, how much is that? 45, ooh, ouch, that's expensive. We'll buy that. Drive back to the farm. Drop this off. Go pick that up and then head back to the forest. We'll probably skip that out for you. And get a few trees cut down and skitter them over. As we've got our tractor with the winch on the back. Our metal shield plate, whatever you want to call it. The thing's awesome. I hope the stuff like that doesn't get too broken for 15, or 17 should I say, when that's released. Because using winches and stuff like that is really nice indeed. Especially as we're going to be able to customize tractors, roll cages, stuff like that for the forestry type tractors. It'd be interesting to see what tractors they deem forestry only. I'm pretty sure it's going to be what we've just got now, being that orange same tractor. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Well, that's pretty much a similar horsepower and physical weight size to the tractor we're running right now, so you shouldn't have an issue with that. Park this in its little spot back here. We did cut that field, didn't we? I think we may be able to cheat and just cut through these fields. That cut a hell of a lot of time off. I think that combine's empty. This was sunflowers, I believe. Or was it the other field sunflowers? I can't remember. There's a tractor down there. I'm not sure what fields we have left to harvest. I think it's only field 4 or something. And then we're doing some field work. As for Sherwood, we are... Wow, this field is so boogered up. Sherwood, I believe, we're still doing major harvesting. So there is our trailer with the crane. Whoa! Hit the curb there. Now hopefully this should work okay on the back of the tractor. I presume it will. Don't see any issues. Nope. Cool. What can we do? I know there was some stuff we could do on the back of this thing. Control 8. Or right control. And then there. So yeah, we can do that so we can get big logs in and a loader. Yeah, I did remember that. I'll leave them folded like that for the time being. Can't change the wheels or anything, I don't think. But we can change the drawbar up and down. So we'll lower that down to about that. So we've got both axles on the ground. And this does have some pretty beacons. I think we'll just go this way. It seems quicker. You don't mind the dents in your Dodge Ram, do you? Hopefully not. Quickly drive down to the forestry, cut some trees down. That, like I say, that side of it, we are definitely keeping small scale, chainsaw, and stuff like that. It's not like we're roping in the big Ponzi and all that good stuff. No, not quite yet, not for this. You get a Ponzi or a machine to cut trees down on this map and the forestry would be non-existent within probably an hour or so. Easily. So I'm hoping I can record Forza videos so they work. I think I figured it out. The way Forza runs is basically an application through Windows 10, so it's not effectively an exe executable file, it seemed like. So the programs that, like Fraps, Morris Action, that are used to record games like Farm Sim and stuff like that, just don't pick it up. Hopefully there'll be an update to that in the future, so those programs can. Hopefully Morellis will come through with that. I'm not sure. Fraps is pretty much... Everyone knows Fraps. Fraps is good. It's, for the most part, reliable. But it's not been updated in years. Absolutely years. So it's something that I would never recommend. I don't think it's really with the modern times. Very outdated now. Which is unfortunate. And there's also been no news from the creator of Fraps, so maybe something happened to them. I don't know. Hopefully not, but you gotta wonder. It's not been updated since, 2013, I believe? And what are we now, 2016? Quite some time. We are here. Cool. I was going to cut that out, but it didn't take too long. We do have the skidder down there too, actually. Or the skid steer, should I say. Right, so this is what my plan is. Here. Yeah, about there. Now, we got this guy. We're going to have a lot of tractors running soon. So I am, now I've got that machine, I'm going to start organising stuff. So yeah, see, this is too small. Technically. We need it almost twice as long. Almost. So we can actually use that as a template, to be honest. But also, we'll leave it in the front as a bit of weight when I'm pulling the trees through. Alright, we'll get our... shut down the JD, don't need that running. But we'll jump into the Lipe here. I really do like the 3D model on this. Whoever did it, kudos to you, you did a good job. We'll get this going. Put the parking brake on too, so it doesn't rock too much. I am worried about it being very unstable. We'll switch our winch on. There we go, that's activated. And we'll get, whoa, chomping at the bit. I need to do a bit of adjusting with the log here. How do you adjust stuff like that? Well, you get tight angle like that and just slide. I love this tractor. This pack of tractors is amazing. Turns tight, does everything you want it to. Awesome beastie. Yeah, I got the pink dot on. Let's switch that off and make all some issues. Alright, jump in our skid steer. Great to see JCB back in the farm sim. I was really worried about them not being in farm sim for whatever reason. Alright, it should be on. Let's get gear 2 going. So we're just going to use the shears and then we'll break out our chainsaw. Again, we're going to go for the furthest most trees. So the one directly in front of us. The ones over there. We are going to probably plant some more at some point. I don't know if I'll use the in-game planter or just the magical pixies will put in some fully grown trees. The reason I say that is, well, it's going to take a while, and this is the only forest we have in this map. So we'll cut it about there. I forget the keys for that now. A, cut. Chop. And lift. And pull. That actually worked. That worked beautiful. Alright, we'll let it do its spinny spin. And we'll move to this one over here. That was kind of like the caber toss, isn't it? Oh wow, that may cause some issues. Up in Scotland where they get basically big telegraph poles and launch them. And pick them up. How they do that, I don't know. Some of you probably will be able to correct me there. And snip. Lift. Oh, there we go. Honestly, I don't think this machine would ever be able to cut through trees of this size. There's just no way, I don't think. Okay, we'll park this here. Take a quick run back to the Vermet here that's got the winch on the back. So we can winch that tree that foul across everything. It's going to cause us some issues. Now I know I really do not need the log in the front. Whether it actually adds front weight, I don't know. It may. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Can't use the tyre chains to plough them through. Not sure if the tyre chains actually do anything. I wonder if Farm Sim 17 is actually going to have tyre chains. I know they're going to have tracks for the Ponzi stuff, from what I've seen in the dev vlog again. They mentioned about stuff like that. Okay, it's like that. That's going to cause us more issues than good. I can't. clamp down on it any more than it is. It really needs about 2 more of these in here and it'll be okay. This is not going to be a nice winch. Just because of where it's going to be. Oh, let me switch it on again. Man, that is... because we're going to have to winch almost... a little over 90 degrees. Alright. And... boop. And of course it's going to pull tight. I think we're going to have issues. It will snake around the tree. It says K to winch, but I changed it to Al. Oh, we made it around beautiful. I don't get why the trees do the death roll in this game. If anyone knows, please let me know. It's like a crocodile, it's doing the death roll. Alright, that'll do for the time being. Get our chainsaw out. And we'll just zip along here. Now we may, big may, get a wood chipper in. Problem is, those wood chippers are so expensive. And you would probably start hearing swearing at that point with me. Those wood chippers are, I don't know, but they don't work well. I don't think they still don't work well. There's modded ones that have got huge decks, but that's for just commercial type of stuff, not for just getting rid of... where I hit K, like it says. Not for just getting rid of random crappy pieces of wood. Alright, that'll do there. Jump into that, switch off the winch, and lift. Hopefully that stump there will kind of guide it. Yep. Beautiful. So please guys, let me know in the comment section, do you want to see more of this type of stuff? If the answer is yes, I am going to be doing a bit of forestry. I'm not going to say I'm going to completely take over Farm Simulator with forestry, but I've got the bug. I truly have got the bug to be doing forestry again. Not on a large scale, not on a multiplayer aspect, but just doing it for myself kind of thing on videos. So if you guys are interested in seeing the forestry map return, I don't have that game save anymore, but I believe I still have the map. The map was Rockwood, for anyone interested. Alright, switch the winch on again. Hit him. And just couple that. And back this up over here and get rid of this guy. I do have some log, if you like, stands, so we may go ahead and grab some of them and put them in. They're not mobile ones, unfortunately. The IT runner may be able to get used as a mobile one. I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to kind of see with that thing. So I'm not too sure why they're spinning, unless this is on a hill. Could be on a hill. Maybe able to use this thing. Got the winch on. Maybe able to use the leaper as not necessarily a bulldozer, but a bulldozer with that blade. Just lift the blade up a little, take the parking brake off, and yeah, we just shove it. Cool. I suspected we could. No. Just want to gently nudge it there. Alright, that can receive the next. I'll leave it on. That can receive the next one. Did we ever switch off the John Deere, or is that still going? No, it's still going. Switch that off because I don't want to waste the fuel in that. So it seems to chug through it. Likewise, this thing does, but heck. And switching it on and off. We'll see if we can pull another one through, and we'll probably call it quits there. As the operation definitely is getting a lot larger than anticipated. But fun. I've been having a whole lot of fun doing this. Mudding. Now I did want to cut one more. But I think we'll run out of time for today. Always forgetting to switch the windshield. Lower that arm. Lower that down. Windshield on up. Come on. Alright, just so I like having it so it's just resting on the blade, so when you lift it up it will kind of just nicely be lifted. Get most of the branches off. Now we are getting into well, the bush itself. Jeez. Alright, put that, do that, lift that up, switch that off. As you can see, it kind of just lifts it up and gets it resting there. And judging by that bang you guys probably heard, that will be the famous toilet that you guys hear in most of my live streams. Actually, I don't think you heard it in today's live stream. But as we get to the top of this, I think we will call it quits before that comes across on the mic. Hope you guys enjoyed on today's video. Let me know in the comment section if you do want to see more forestry, and if so, I will endeavour to possibly start a forestry map again for the time being, just to change it up. Maybe just every Friday or something, and we'll continue doing what we're doing here. We need to change it up. We really do. There's no doubt about it. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I'll be back tomorrow with another Farm Sim video on Sherwood Park Farm. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys later. See ya.